all over the world, malnutrition is something that affects 1 out of 3 persons. That means 1/3 of the world population is suffering from malnutrition. Malnutrition is when you don't have, in layman language, when you don't eat the food that contains the nutrients in the right proportion, when you are not consuming balanced diet, the effect that you see on the body is that malnutrition. That is, the person is malnourished, the person is not well nourished, the person has not eaten very well to be able to have adequate nutrition or nutrients that can help you grow very well. So there is a particular vitamin that is very good for the eyes. Who knows that vitamin? Vitamin A. Thank you. This is a very good class. So vitamin A is very good for the eyes. Let us now imagine that the food that you have sent to the stomach is lacking in vitamin A. It does not contain enough vitamin A. Will the eyes be able to get the vitamin A from that food? No. So that means every food that we are eating must contain all these nutrients, especially the micronutrients. Micro means in small proportions. So vitamin A is not something that you say, let me put it in my plate and start eating the way you require your carbohydrates. But then, without those micro, the small nutrients, those nutrients that are needed in small proportions, without them, the body will not be able to even utilize the one that is macro, that is the carbohydrates and the rest. So we now have some that we call essential micronutrients. And one example of that essential micronutrient is vitamin A, iron, zinc. So when somebody is deficient in these micronutrients, if somebody does not have is deficient in carbohydrates or protein, you can easily see that this person is not feeding well. You see a child and the stomach is big, you say, this child has a kwashiorkor. But you see, for the micronutrients, if somebody is deficient in the micronutrients, they show for face. You cannot see it on the person's face immediately, but the damage is already going on in the body. So you start seeing that the person is not able to see clearly. The vision is becoming affected. You say, this person is lacking in vitamin A. Iron, a pregnant woman. And iron is very, very important in blood. So when these micronutrients are deficient, we say the person is suffering from hidden hunger. Hunger where they hide. So deficiency in these essential micronutrients is what we call hidden hunger. And that hidden hunger is what HarvestPlus is out to make sure that we all of us, young, old, man, woman, that all of us join our hands together to fight. Why is it very important? Because even the World Health Organization has declared micronutrient deficiency or malnutrition, rather, as an health emergency. Why? It is simple. A child that is lacking in vitamin A and other essential micronutrients, especially in the first 1,000 days of the child's life, and when they are below the age of 5, those essential micronutrients cause irreversible damage. The damage that is caused cannot be reversed in the lifetime If the child likes, live 100 years. The damage is already there. So he will just be living life and coping. So you see a child, you say, this child is not intelligent. It is not because the child is not eating rice or eba. It is because the child has not been fed with food that has the right nutrients that can help the brain to develop, which is one of the functions of the vitamin A. Cognitive development, brain development. Your zinc is very, very important in brain development. And these are things that HarvestPlus and their partners have now put into the food that we eat, the common food that we eat. What is the most common food that you eat in Niger? Tuwo masara. So that is a common food. You don't need to spend so much. You don't need to be very rich to eat it. But it is not everybody. A man that has a family of like 20, and you have children that are below the age of 5 there, that are up to 7. How much of vitamin A capsule will you be able to buy to give them every day for 5 years? But then they will eat the food every day. So we say biofortification is the process of helping to breed these nutrient-dense crops, that is the crops, staple crops, that have more nutrients in them. And we say that biofortified crops are they are cost-effective ways of addressing malnutrition. So as we are trying to make sure that the world is food security, and nutrition secure, talking about nutrition security, biofortification has come in to make that easy.